Silksong is one of the most anticipated games of 2023 for a large chunk of gamers, but since I already included it on my most anticipated list of 2022, it won't be eligible for this year's list. Other titles that also won't be eligible include Little Devil Inside, as we included it last year, along with Replaced, although it's very worth mentioning that Replaced looks extra cool in the cyberpunkish dystopia set in an alternate version of the 1980s, but sadly Sad Cat Studios was mostly located in Belarus and had to relocate due to the war between Russia and Ukraine. This is still a very interesting looking game that you want to keep your eye on. So having said all of that, here are our 5 most anticipated games of 2023 that just happen to be indie. What if you combine The Legend of Zelda with Portal and added in the lead gameplay designer from both Limbo and Inside? Well, then you would have Cocoon from Geometric Interactive. First revealed at Xbox Summer Showcase 2022, Cocoon looks to be an adventure game with puzzles that bend your thinking as you pass between dimensions. Cocoon is being developed by the lead gameplay designer from Playdead's 2 critically acclaimed games, which is very exciting, and outside of the trailer, there is very minimal information that we have on this title. There are no interviews from the studio, there's no extended gameplay videos. Cocoon is supposed to be coming to Xbox Game Pass in the spring of 2023. All we know is that you emerge from a cocoon as what looks to be Link with wings, and your challenge is to find orbs and manipulate the environment by moving these orbs to unlock the next layer of the puzzle that takes you deeper inside the puzzle. Crowsworn is a dark and mysterious action-packed Metroidvania according to Mongoose Rodeo, the small indie developer that consists of just 6 people. Metroidvanias are a dime a dozen, but excellent Metroidvanias like Hollow Knight and Ori are few and far between. And looking at the trailers, you can see the hand-drawn and tight controls of Hollow Knight, the dark and gothic setting inspired by Bloodborne, and the stylized combat from Devil May Cry, all purposeful from Mongoose Rodeo. Crowsworn is going to feature an ability tree of sorts, and it also looks to go farther than the average Metroidvania, as there is a strong platforming focus that is inspired by games like Donkey Kong Country, according to the devs. Metroidvania? Check. Lovecraftian? Check. Moody and atmospheric visuals? Check. The Last Case of Benedict Fox is oozing with atmosphere and originality in a genre that is starting to get a little crowded. However, as with any genre, there's always room for more if it's done right. Benedict Fox is about a detective trying to solve interdimensional murders in what can be only best described as traveling through rifts like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. You do this by diving deep into the memories of the victims, and what you find in Limbo will be able to help you back in reality. What makes Benedict Fox so appealing is that most Metroidvanias you are just uncovering new areas to progress farther. Fox incorporates the mystery into this, as the deeper you go, the more secrets you will uncover. The world feels very immersive, and convincing voice acting looks to help. The combat looks fantastical with cultish powers, and the way that the skill tree is done using tattoos of items you find in the demon world all seem extremely original. The Last Case of Benedict Fox from developer Plot Twist is due out in the spring of 2023 and is landing on Xbox Game Pass on day 1. I've been waiting for a good sci-fi, military-esque tactics game since Into the Breach. Combining the Metal Slug aesthetic with a tactics game featuring roguelike elements sounds like a great combination. According to .mu, players are going to wield classic Metal Slug weaponry, leveraging skill trees, perks, and a super attack fueling adrenaline system. And if this wasn't enough to start your tank engine, there are also roguelite elements that will make missions feel highly replayable and victories feel truly earned. Metal Slug Tactics feels like a perfect fit for the Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck, which are the 2 areas that have been announced so far. Plucky Squire jumps off the screen with such amazing visuals that feel reminiscent of how Cuphead or Limbo first caught my attention. The photorealistic looking bedroom, and then the storybook that moves between different perspectives, including fighting a bear from a view that looks like Punch-Out, or the side-scrolling the pages in a view that looks like 16-bit Zelda. This all creates an immersive world. How you interact with the world seems very original, from moving the words on the pages to help your squire build a bridge with lily pads, for example, or escaping the pages of the book to become a fully 3D character. The creativity on display in the trailer feels like a fresh experience. Plucky Squire is being developed by All Possible Futures, a studio that was founded on making amazing, outstanding, beautiful, and original games. From what little we have seen from the announcement trailers, All Possible Futures seems to be checking every single one of those boxes. The studio was co-founded by James Turner, who has spent most of his career as an artist and an art director at Game Freak, working on mainline Pokemon games. I hope you enjoyed the list. Let me know in the comments below what some of your most anticipated titles are for the next year. And if you're interested in any of those titles or enjoy the video, subscribe, leave a like, and stay tuned.